Ain't no coming back from this one, bitch.
Keep that bag for me for collateral, bro. Hold on to that. But just make sure you stay away from Zeus.
Zeus? Baby, where is Zeus buried?
Shoot, she's not gonna shoot me.
I don't know. I wasn't exactly invited to the funeral.
Fuck! Big motherfucker. Can't believe she fucking shot me, man. She shot me! Stop crying.
I failed you. And I failed our unborn child. And I swear to God, I'm gonna make it right, baby.
I gave Reach my money to Londa, and I don't have any of it back. So, something is wrong with that picture.
We don't want to escalate this thing, okay?
My business, my risk, it's my fucking money.
If Deuce is back, we all got issues.
You do realize she's not a housekeeper anymore, right?
Oh my God, I'm on my way.
I'll light this bitch up like the 4th of July.
Jonas is your son and he's missing. Now either you help me go get our fucking son or you shoot me.
Transfer my fucking money now!
Go get my damn son.
He really my son.
Nigga, what?
Who is this Mr. Lakers guy and why does he have a dentist?
Which one of you was responsible for ordering another money machine?
It was Zoe, but remember you killed her because she can carry it right.
That must have slipped my mind.
We gotta beat him at his own game, but before we can do that, we gotta know how you move. Fuck yourself, man. That's your ass.
If it's dice, mines are his.
Somebody help me now, please!
Anybody else playing for the other team, they just gonna disappear. The only difference is, they're not fucking coming back.
Hey y'all, how are you? Now. Don't get too excited because I'm not back. And I keep saying that because I don't want y'all to think that I'm back doing lives. I don't want y'all to think that I'm back doing interviews because I am not. However, when duty calls, I am going to always stand up and speak truth to life. And so this evening, guys, is a very intentional conversation. So let me just say first and foremost, tonight, I want to focus on the top 3 things that you need to be mindful of and that you need to watch for in this entertainment industry. Whether it be film, whether it be music, you need to be mindful and you need to be watchful. So just to give you a little context, a couple of weeks ago, I started to kind of see some things unfold that seemingly did not look pleasant to me. It didn't look right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. Just call it what it is. Because guys, I don't care what anybody say. There are universal guidelines and universal principles for how to operate in any space. And so with that being stated, I want to make sure that everybody understands that whenever you are gifted with something, whenever you are, well, let me go back. First of all, let me not say whenever. I was raised that when you are gifted or talented in something, or if you acquire said knowledge, it is your duty, it is your responsibility to teach, train, support, empower, and support individuals with growing without self-gain. Okay? Now, tonight, you see the title. Stop the BS, get adequate training, and vet your affiliations. Okay? Now, in the past few weeks, I have watched so many people subjected to misinformation due to ignorance. Now, if you're new in any given arena, but tonight I'm specifically talking about entertainment, specifically film and media. If you are new in the arena, one of the first things you want to do is understand what industry you're in and what that industry stands for. So first and foremost, I'm going to pose the question. What is drama? What is theater? What is film? That's the first question you need to be able to answer before you step into this space. It should not be, ooh, I saw such and such and they was in the background. I want to do that. Ooh, I want to be on TV. Ooh, I want to be on Tubi. If that's your goal, then you don't know what the hell you stepping into. What is drama? What is film? What is theater? Drama is something that is written to be performed by actors and watched by an audience. And guys, I'm looking at my thing because I don't want to miss anybody's, I don't want to miss y'all comments. I really don't want to miss you guys' comments. So I'm gonna be kind of jumping back and forth because like I said, I don't want to miss you guys' comments. But yeah, so that's first and foremost. Okay. So if you are surrounded by people who are doing these things, conducting business, filmmaking, short films, whatever it is, and they do not understand what drama, film, and theater are or is, there's already a problem there because you're stepping into an arena and you haven't done research and done your due diligence to understand what you're doing. Now, under the umbrella of drama, film, and theater, you got two types of writing, right? You got the script and you got stage directions and scene cues. Now, these can either exist exclusively or they can be inclusive. They can be together. Most of the time, for those of us that are doing films, they're inclusive. Your scene cues are in the script. But if you're not studying what you're trying to do, you're going to read the scene cues. And you're going to read them thinking it's a part of your line. Ask me how I know. Because some of y'all do it. Okay. But two types of writing. Then there are two forms of presentation. You got your script, which is the text, and you have the actual performance. Once again, the script and the actual performance, which requires you to do what? Have stage direction and scene cues. All right, so let me just give you a little background and context just so you understand what's going on here. Now, as for me, this journey in the space of music and theater started some 36 years ago, okay? So I just want to clear the air. Some 36 years ago, okay? And when you are trained in opera and theater, you view film totally different. Because in theater, you get one chance to mess up, and you don't even get that. So the first thing we're going to get into is the importance of understanding the industry that you're in and what you're doing, and the importance of knowing who really understands what they're doing and what they're not doing. Okay. So exposure or exploitation, know the difference. All right. Let's be scholarly real quick. So exposure is like the revelation of an identity or fact. Keyword, fact. 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 Identity or fact. Exposure. Stop doing stuff for exposure where there is the absence of scholarly research or facts. Period. That's it. That's it. Nothing else needs to be said. Exploitation. This is the part I need all of y'all to listen to. Exploitation occurs when someone makes use of a situation to gain an unfair advantage, whether that be over you and your situation, over your good name, over your brand, over your project, over your person, over whatever it is you have. That is called exploitation. Example. I know you're ignorant. I know you're new to the business. So I'm going to pose to be an acting coach and I'm going to charge you $500 for 3 classes, knowing I don't know the first thing about an acting technique if somebody came down and smacked me with it. That's called exploitation. Exposure would be going to a trained professional, taking that acting course that probably cost you about $500 to $1,000 for 6 courses or 6 classes. And then at the end, you have a self-tape or audition piece because you have worked with a trained professional acting coach who has solidified and verified all of their credentials and training, and they still have teachers and coaches themselves. All right. Now let's get to the business. So I told you we were going to talk about 3 very, very important things that you need in this industry to prevent yourself from being exploited and to self-expose yourself to the things that you need. Because guys, if you're new, you don't need no damn agent. You don't need no manager. Because what are you managing? I really would like for someone to answer that. If you don't have anything, if you don't have any training, if you don't have a appropriate industry standard headshot, resume, reel, what the hell do you need a manager for? What are they managing for you? How many casting submissions you put in and get rejected from because you don't have a viable portfolio? Huh? Make it make sense, people, but make it make sense for yourselves because you're allowing yourselves to be exploited. All right. So let's talk about the portfolio and what a novice portfolio should look like. Because this is the thing. I'm not going to sit here and gear this towards people that are working actors and actresses that already have their stuff together, because 9 times out of 10, these people have been working with trained people. If they choose to work with people that don't know what the hell they're doing, some of us do it because we know we can go into that space and help people. But you can only help people that want to be helped. But see, there are some people that's out here faking it till they make it and got y'all fools thinking that they know what they're doing and you're looking like boo-boo the doggone fool. All right. But anyway, so for your portfolio, 3 things. You need industry standard headshots, just a basic, simple resume, and a reel. All right. Let's go to the headshots. Industry standard headshot. Industry standard headshot. It is a tightly cropped portrait. Guys, it's tightly cropped like this daggone screen that y'all are looking at on me. This little circle, an industry standard headshot is a tightly cropped portrait that focuses on your face and is traditionally taken from the shoulders up. Now, granted, some may catch you from the chest up. It just kind of depends on what you're going for. Different headshot photographers do different things. And this is the thing, guys. Just because your boo thing take pictures does not mean your boo thing is a headshot photographer. My husband is a cinematographer and he do photos, but he's not no headshot photographer. Make it make sense. A good acting headshot looks like you in real life. You can't wear your 30mm lashes in a headshot. All that transformation that y'all be doing because you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, you don't do that for a headshot. A good acting headshot looks like you in real life. So when the casting directors are looking at you, when you pull up on set, they know who you are. They're not like, wait a minute, you're not the person I casted. They have some of them should have makeup artists to help you out to look like what they want you to look like. Or if not, then you make yourself look the way you want to look. But your good acting headshot should look like you in real life. Now, no selfies. Y'all, stop sending me these pictures of y'all like this. Like no selfies. Granted, once again, I say this. We all have to start somewhere. But a lot of y'all that's doing this, I see y'all popping bottles. Y'all be smoking weed. Y'all be doing all this other stuff. And I know that stuff costs money. So take that money that you spend in the pop bottles, your weed, your bundles, and all of that stuff, put it to the side, save you about $400, and hit up Slingshots ATL, Ira Carmichael, Miss Barbara Beneville. Y'all, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but if somebody legitimately is out here and they are not an industry standard headshot photographer who is working with casting directors, who knows what casting directors are looking for, y'all need to stop going to these people, giving them your little $50 and your little $100 because you're not getting industry standard headshots. Now, granted, some people do deals. I know Slingshots. Cyber Monday, he did a deal where he had one headshot for like $59. That's different because on a normal day, oh, you're going to pay him $150 for your industry standard headshots. Ira Carmichael, you're going to pay him about $250 for 3 headshots edited. Most professional headshot sessions, though, cost between $400 and $1,500. And that's if you really want to go all in. I'm telling you, hit up the Miss Barbara Benevilles and stuff like that. A good general photographer is not necessarily a good headshot photographer. And y'all have got to understand that. Y'all have got to understand that for real. Because you playing yourself. Y'all are playing yourselves. Before you go for your headshots, you need to think about what type of projects do I want to work on, right? What type of roles do I want to play? What type of projects do I want to work on? Because you want to embody those roles when you go do your headshots. All right, but I don't want to stay on headshots too long. If y'all got questions about headshots or need recommendations, feel free to hit me up directly. Okay, now resume. Y'all, I got a resume the other day, and I was very, very concerned because the resume was devised by someone. And when you are creating portfolio components for people and you don't know what you're doing, you are guilty of exploiting people. Guys, on your novice resume, your creative resume, you should have your professional name, your phone number, your email address, and your general location. Guys, you do not put your full personal address on your acting resume or your age or birth date. Because think about it. I'm 39 years old. If I put on my acting resume that I'm 39 years old, don't you think that's going to stand out and now I'm going to get boxed in? There's a reason why when people are casting, they cast for an age range. Understand, that don't mean your age got to be in that range, because I've played a college girl role, but I've also played somebody grandma. So on your resume, you also want to include your physical attributes, any special skills that you have, any verifiable training, any credible training or accomplishments. Guys, let me keep it real. Congratulations to all of y'all that's getting all these awards and getting nominated for all this stuff. But let me just keep it 100 with you. Depending on what type of roles you are trying to get and really where you're trying to go with your career, nobody knows what the ABC and the 1, 2, 3 awards are. Nobody knows what the I Shot the Sheriff awards are. Nobody knows what the Back It Up and Dump It awards are. So you need to be very, 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 very strategic with the accomplishments and awards that you put on your creative resume, because this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to fluff your creative resume and beef yourself up and blow yourself up, and then you come in contact with somebody that really do this for real and really know what's going on for real, and they shoot you down in the foot because they know you're lying. Because see, this is what happens. When you're new to the game, a lot of y'all want to do this so bad that y'all believe everything people tell you. And you don't vet these people. I was on a set and I asked somebody one question. They said they were acting coach. I asked them one question. When they could not tell me what technique they use, I knew at that point they were a lie and the truth won't nowhere in them. Guys, you have to vet your affiliations. Every project is not a good project for you. You should not have to pay to be in somebody's project. Just because some of your favorite actors and actresses on these streaming platforms are teaching acting classes, that does not mean the acting class is grounded and rooted in theory to help you. That means they can teach you what they use and what they're doing to learn. But a professional acting coach, and I don't want to get too much into it just yet because I still need to get there. But an actual acting coach is grounded in universal theories, and they have one theory of choice. But we're going to get there in a minute. Yes, Angel, somebody did that. Yes, ma'am. All right, and finally, a reel. So what do you need in your portfolio? You need industry standard headshots, you need an appropriate resume, and you need a reel. All right. Every actor needs a demo reel. If anybody out here telling you that you don't need no demo reel because you're new, tell them they lying and tell them to go do their research and find out who told them they didn't need one. Because 9 times out of 10, the reason they telling you you don't need one is because they ain't got one that amounts to nothing. But every actor needs a demo reel. And basically, that's just 1 to 2 minutes showcasing your best work. Okay? So, industry standard headshots, appropriately formatted resume, and an acting reel, a demo reel. Okay? Now, oh boy. Now we're going to get to these casting calls and submissions. Guys, do y'all know what spoofing is and what phishing is and stuff in your emails? Do y'all know what that means? Do y'all know what that looks like? Well, if you don't, I'm going to help you with it. So, guys, if you're getting emails in all capital letters that's telling you that Pepsi Cola or Louis Vuitton is casting, and they gonna pay you $5,000 and you gonna get a $300 wardrobe fee. Guys, how many of y'all gonna send all y'all information over to them just based off an email that you got without checking the email address to make sure it's a valid email and making sure that there's not a reply to email that's coming from an email that has been created just to bamboozle and spoof you? Guys, y'all need to start checking the domains that are coming over on these emails, because what you're going to find is that people are so savvy, guys. See, this is the thing about technology and AI. It has gotten to the point where these people are creating fake domains, and that's how they're getting you, because they're sending you an email from like info@tpstudios.com. They're sending you, an email from these seemingly legitimate places, but then there's a reply to email that's going to a Gmail. And then if you go looking for them, you're going to see that they have about 4 or 5 different emails all over the place, and they're doing this to different people. Guys, pay attention to grammar and formatting when you are looking, or when you're seeing all of these casting calls and submissions on social media, in these Facebook groups, whether people sending them to you or whatever. Pay attention to grammar and formatting. Yes, we all slip up and may forget. What is it? I before E, except after C, except for in something like neighbor and way. All of us mess up like that. But when casting calls and things like that are grammatically wrong and formatted like my 7-year-old nephew could have did it, guys, come on. Are y'all that hungry to do some of this stuff that you don't take time to review it first and research it to see if it's even valid? You have to stop taking people's word for stuff, y'all, for real. And that includes me. Research. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Now, it's kind of, I'm trying to get it so y'all can see it. This is actions. The actus thesaurus. This is something that if you are new to this, or if you call yourself an acting coach, you should have this in your arsenal. Number 2, you should have the power of the actor, the Chubbuck technique, the 12-step acting technique that will take you from script to a living, breathing, dynamic character. Those are 2 things that should be in your arsenal. So if you're working with the coach and they aren't giving you adequate reading materials, and they don't even have a library of reading materials, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Now, I suggest that instead of investing your money in people that's telling you they can get you booked, and people that's telling you they agents, and people that's telling you they coaches and all of this, invest your money in your industry standard headshots. Invest your money in Actors Access. Invest your money in Casting Networks or 800 Castings. Invest in a platform that you can self-submit on your own and manage yourself until you get to a point where you need somebody else. And then, guys, please, please, please use IMDb. You can find agents. You can find directors. You can find producers. Guys, you can with IMDb Pro, you can find any and everybody you need who are actively placing individuals. Guys, stop being fooled by these people that's acting like they got so much going on and they can help you get to somewhere when they still in the background themselves. I had somebody send me a clip today, and I was so confused as to how this individual is out here posing to be an acting coach. I was like, yo, my 6-year-old niece understands this. But okay, whatever. But anyway, okay. So you've decided to pursue your passion for acting, and you're looking for the perfect acting coach to guide you, right? Now, with so many options out there, it can be overwhelming on where to start. I'm not gonna lie to you. It can be extremely overwhelming. Like, I don't know, y'all. I sometimes wonder, how I even got back into this space. I left this space for college and grad school, and law school and stuff like that, because I'm like, I'm not going back into that space. I know what this space can do to people. And but because I have a passion and love for teaching, because see, this is the thing. I am a teacher. I'm not an acting coach. I'm not going to pretend to be no acting coach. Now, can I give you some direction? Of course I can. But am I an acting coach that is a trained professional that is rooted and grounded in theory? No. Now, do I have theories that are beneficial to me and that I prefer? Yes, I do. And I'm going to talk to you about those. But actual acting coaches are trained professionals. They are trained professionals. They have been vetted. You can talk to their students. Their students will tell you about them. Their colleagues will tell you about them. They are industry trained, vetted professionals. Say it with me. Industry, no, if y'all there, type it. Industry trained, vetted professionals. Type it with me, y'all. They play a crucial role in helping us hone our skills and build our confidence, and that's what prepares us for auditions and performances. So if you got somebody out here talking about their acting coach and they cutting your tail down, now, okay, hold up, let me back up, because there's a difference. Because I'm gonna tell y'all what's so crazy, and this is a crazy analogy, but it makes sense. Now, my mama coached me in softball for a little while, and y'all know my mama was old, so it was kind of funny me being like 14 and my mama being 60 something, and she out there coaching me, right? But she used to talk shit to me. But that's different because that's my mama. You get what I'm saying? So she coaching me as my mama and my coach. But do you think I'ma stand there and be motivated by a coach that's talking down to me all the time? Now, maybe if you grow up in that environment and that's all you accustomed to, then maybe you would, but not me, because that's not how I was raised. So if your acting coach isn't helping you hone your skills, building your confidence, and preparing you for auditions and performances, I don't think you got an acting coach. I think you just got a friend or a homie or somebody that's trying to come up because they need a couple of $100 to pay a bill or something. And you need to cut that and find you an industry trained professional, period. Okay. Agents, coaches, and managers. All right. We're getting into the third thing. So we talked about the portfolio. We talked about casting calls and submissions. And now we're going to get into agents, coaches, and managers. All right. Guys, any statement that an acting coach makes must be verifiable by scientific studies or sufficient anecdotal evidence to be worthy of your consideration. Let me repeat that one more time. Any statement, oh yeah, girl, scams. You right, Angel, scams. Any statement a coach makes to you should be verifiable by scientific studies or sufficient anecdotal evidence to be worthy of your consideration. Guys, I kid you not. If your coach don't know nothing about the Chubbuck technique, if your coach don't know anything about Stanislavski's method acting, if they don't know about Meisner, if they don't know about Spolin, like, this is what I'm saying to you. Why are y'all listening to these people that clearly you can't verify nothing that they telling you they've done and accomplished? You can't verify none of their clients. Hell, you can barely find their gigs. A coach is going to teach you a combination of different things, but primarily they're going to focus in on emotional or subjective acting and technical or objective acting. Okay? They're going to teach you how to get into that character and feel those emotions and really deliver. And they're going to teach you the movements and things that you need to do to technically embody your character. Now, like I told you, my favorite techniques are Meisner, Stanislavski, Spolin, and Chubbuck. I do kind of look at Chubbuck, but Meisner has really been helpful for me because I'm a person that needs repetition. So that repetition helps me. All right. Now, coaching and training. When you guys are looking for coaches and things of that nature and looking for training, you need to ask yourself, first and foremost, what are your acting goals? So you need to be like, all right, self. What Mr. Brown used to say, self, myself said, So you need to ask yourself, what are my acting goals? Okay. Now, what does that look like? You got to identify your purpose first. You got to identify your purpose in this space. And then you define your acting goals. So case in point, when I came back into this space, I was like, all right, my goal is to debunk and demystify the fact that all plus size women are the victim or the villain in film. Because if you really think about it, all real, and y'all, I'm not talking about cosmetically manufactured plus size women. I'm talking about real, round, odd-shaped, triangle-shaped women. That's what I'm talking about. Those of us that are really plus size women that may not necessarily be curvy. We may be pear-shaped. We may be apple-shaped. We may be inverted triangle-shaped. You know what I'm saying? And so that was my goal. So my purpose, I said, okay, my purpose is to come into this space and do this. So once you figure out what your acting goals are, once you've identified your purpose and you've defined your acting goals, then you start researching potential acting coaches. Guys, red flag. If an acting coach come looking for you. If an acting coach come looking for you, red flag. Because you know what they tell me? They need some money. So they need to fill up this class so they can make X amount of dollars. Guys, I'm going to say it again. Just because some of your favorite actors on these streaming platforms may be having an acting class or whatever, that does not mean they are trained in theory and techniques that are going to help you get on the other side. Because guys, let's just be real. There's a difference between Hollywood and the independent film industry. So and guys, and even film and television are different. There's a difference. So you need to research potential acting coaches. They shouldn't be coming looking for you. Get recommendations from other actors, but be careful with that. Because you have some actors out here who are worshiping and aligned with people that are posing as acting coaches and taking your money and promising to put you in their films when really and truly that's the only place you're going to be. Okay? Use your online resources, guys. Use your IMDb. Hit me up. Now, my personal preference is shout out to Russell Sams. He's my Canadian-based acting coach. Tom Todoroff is stateside. You know, I would suggest checking them out, auditing one of their classes, seeing what it's like. Is it going to cost? Yes. But is it worth it? Hell yeah. After my first 4 weeks with Actors Way In, like, my husband saw the difference in my delivery and how I was embodying characters in my first 4 weeks. You also need to attend acting workshops and seminars. That means go to the film festivals and go to the seminars. Don't just go to the film festivals because you're in there. Go to these seminars. Once again, acting coaches should not be coming looking for you. Because if they're looking for you, they're looking for your pocketbook. Period. Now, what should you be looking for in an acting coach? Experience and background. I cannot stress this enough, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. When you are looking for an acting coach, you should be looking for experience and background. Not that they play background in every film they've been in either. You need to vet their experience and vet their background in this arena. Also, you need to look at their teaching style and even see if their teaching style fits what you need, if it fits what you're accustomed to. And finally, one of the things, hey Naomi, one of the things you want to look at is their expertise in your desired acting technique. But that goes back to you identifying your purpose and defining your acting goals. You need to know what technique works for you. And the only way for you to do that is to truly work with an industry trained professional. Now, this is the other thing. Ask your acting coach interest if you can interview them. Conduct an initial interview with them. Evaluate their communication skills. And assess y'all's compatibility. Like, all right, I know I'm loud, I'm very domineering, and I'm very opinionated. So I knew that for me, if I was going to have a female acting coach, it had to be somebody that wasn't going to escalate with me. It had to be somebody that was toned down so that they can bring me down. Because see, that's the thing about moving from a novice to an intermediate, to an advanced, to a seasoned actress, is that you got to learn to move with your partner. You got to learn to move with your co-star. You can't be up here and your co-star down here because you can't upstage. You can't. You just can't do that. Oh, okay. I told y'all I'm checking everything. All right. So conduct initial interviews with people that you're thinking about as an acting coach and talk with their former students. And guys, if their former student is their little cousin or their best friend, you better run like Forrest ran. You better run, because that tells me not only are they not an acting coach or industry trained professional, because guys, I don't even want to keep saying acting coach, because see, in this world, everybody is a coach. You got life coaches that's out here all messed up in the head. You got career coaches that ain't held the job more than 6 months. I hate that word coach. You need an industry trained professional to teach you in acting theory and technique, period. So when it comes to coaching and training, guys, remember this. Before you even think about an acting coach, Figure out what your acting goals are. Identify your purpose and define your acting goals. Research potential acting coaches. If the acting coaches are coming looking for you, soliciting you, or trying to get you to purchase their services, run like hell. What should you be looking for in an acting coach? You should be looking at their experience and their background, their teaching style, and what their expertise is in your desired acting technique. All right. Now, relative to conducting initial interviews, that comes with time. When you get comfortable, you can say, hey, I'm thinking about you as my acting coach. I definitely would love to sit down with you and conduct an interview. And then finally, vet their former students. All right, guys, we're going to start winding down. So, in conclusion, we went through a lot tonight. So, this is going to be out. It's out there on my YouTube. It's on my Facebook. I don't get rid of nothing. Y'all that know me, pick up the phone, call me, DM me, email me. Let me tell you something. All of this knowledge relative to this, by day, let me before we close out, let me tell you this. So by day, I am a project manager. I work in the area of process improvement in the legal space for in corporate America, right? And so what that looks like is the way I got into the production management side of things. Because see, I'm speaking to you this evening as an actress and as a production manager and as a process improvement person. In project management, if you guys know anything about Six Sigma, Lean, Six Sigma, white belt, those type of things, then you will understand where I'm coming from and kind of how I speak. But if you don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. When the time is right, you'll learn. But in process improvement, we see something going on and we get all of the data, we get all of the information, we get all of the moving parts and all of the responsible parties, and then we begin to dissect it and figure out what strategies and techniques we can put in place to make it better. So that's how I got into this space. I was acting, going on sets. The sets were unorganized. People didn't know what the hell they were doing. People were just piecemealing things together, and that's fine. But if you're going to do that, at least have some type of foundation. And so my sister would go with me on these sets too. And once again, she's a financial guru. She's also in process improvement type work. So we found ourselves stepping in and running production for shit that I'm supposed to be an actress in. So one day we looked at each other and she looked at me and she said, Lily, you're going to cut this shit out. She said, if you're going to keep doing this for everybody else, why don't you just do it? Why don't you create something and do it? And from that day forward, that's how we came up with Back to the Basics. And what does that mean? Going back to the basics. So let's close out. In conclusion, guys, understand the basics of what it is that you want to do. Understand the basics of acting. Get formal training. Understand that these people that are running you down and hunting you down to be your acting coach, 9 times out of 10, if they're looking for you, they're not industry trained professionals. Get experience. Participate in local theater. Guys, I'm telling you, theater is the best way to gain your experience because what? You really don't have an opportunity to mess up because it's live. So participate in some of your local theaters and student films, guys. Stop trying to jump on everybody's stuff and work on some of these student films because y'all, for real, some of these student films are banging. And because they're learning, they're doing stuff by the book and putting their own innovative spin on it. So start reaching out to SCAD. Start reaching out to Kennesaw State for those of you that are in this area and wherever you are. Look at your universities and community colleges and reach out to their film departments and ask them how you can come in and even be a volunteer. That's how you gain experience. Not aligning yourself with people that don't know what the hell they doing, but making you think they know what you're doing because you don't know what you're doing either. All right. Build your actors portfolio. Remember, your actors portfolio is a critical tool for showcasing your talent to potential employers. Okay? It should include your headshot, resume, and the demo reel showcasing your best work. Okay? Guys, don't let anybody tell you that just because you're new, you do not need a demo reel. Yes, you do. And if you need somebody to help you get that together, I got a recommendation for you. Because once again, what did I say to y'all? I am nobody's acting coach. I can help you all day. I can even give you some strategies on set. But I'm not going to take your money and pretend to be an acting coach just because I need $1. Because honestly speaking, the reason I'm giving y'all all this free information is because I don't need it. And I don't want you to be exploited. And I don't want you to be exposed. Now, what you can do, though, is keep them donations and sponsorships coming for the client tetralogy, because y'all know we about to produce that. But anyway, nah, for real. So, ongoing creative and professional development. Guys, that's really important. Ongoing creative and professional development. Please, please, please invest your money in industry certified, verifiable courses. Okay. And I'm going to give you some recommendations. I wrote a couple down that I like. So definitely I'm going to connect some of you that I know personally. I will connect you with a class that you can audit, and then you let me know what you think. Networking and building relationships. Guys, networking events. Attend industry events, acting workshops, and other, kind of get-togethers to meet other actors, directors, and producers. These connections really can often lead to auditions and potential roles, guys. But this is the thing. Just be careful. That's all I can say. Just be really careful, because all networking events are not productive and they're not lucrative. Okay? If everybody drunk and high, I don't know how productive y'all gonna be, and I'm just being real. So just keep that in mind. And building relationships. Y'all, practice fostering relationships, not just for professional or personal gain, y'all. Because the acting community can provide an invaluable amount of support and guidance as you navigate through this career. So it feels good to have individuals that understand the challenges associated with this space that can really help you in this line of work. And it just so happens that I am so super duper blessed to have a conglomerate of industry trained professionals around me that constantly slap me into shape. So guys, start networking with people, but network with the right people, okay? So let me give you a couple of recommended readings before we close out. Audition by Michael Shurtleff. That is a good reading that you should get. Also, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. That's another one. The Tartarus Technique, Key Terms and Concepts is good. The Unshakable Skill Set and The Power of Thought. Those are some good readings that I would suggest you guys invest in. And like I told you, every actor or actress should have actions, the actor's thesaurus. So you should have an actor's thesaurus. And also every actor or actress should have the power of the actor, the Chubbuck technique, the 12-step acting technique that will take you from script to a living, breathing, dynamic character. Now, guys, I know I've thrown a lot on you tonight, and I had said I was only going to be here for 30 minutes, but I really need you to get this information. So feel free to replay this, share it, whatever you need to do. But understand this, over here at Back to the Basics Production Management Group, the biggest profit for us is the provision of education, visibility, and opportunity. Okay? We are a conglomerate of individuals who brought their gifts and talents together to create a space of value-added interactions. And we want value-added interactions in the film production arena. And so we do that by embodying a bottom-up approach to the art of filmmaking. And, we create a positive social impact in film and entertainment. So with that being stated, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to build your actors portfolio. That is the critical tool in showcasing your talent. Stop paying attention to these coaches that are coming to you trying to sell you their services. Find you an industry trained professional to coach you, and I promise you, you will see benefits and the fruits of your labor will be great. Guys, it's your girl Lily Mae. It's consulting time. Back to the basics. Stop the BS, get adequate training, and vet your affiliations. Good night, everyone.
Kadeen or James, don't touch me.
That session today was weird, James. Did you know that girl?
Kadeen?
I will always love you. Across all worlds, through time and space.
Boy, you get your time. Psycho. Not this time.
Oh no! Promises, James.
James!
Oh, shit.
Baby, I'm home!
Bye, James. No, you're not going anywhere.
Wait, Sasha, baby, let's just talk.
She is not going
Sasha.
anywhere. No,
Listen
she
to me,
is
Sasha.
not.
Sasha, baby.
Let me go. She's not going anywhere.
What's going on, baby girl?
And one last thing, fix the balance.
I will always love you. Across all worlds, through time and space.